Intrigue Media. Get noticed, get found.
Okay, so the presentation I'm doing this morning is Blogging 101. This one is I'm sort of doing a little test on you guys here. So I'd really love at the end if I could have your feedback on content in this session, maybe some stuff you'd like to see incorporated into it, or stuff you have questions about you'd like to learn more about for Blogging 201, which will be the next one. So the big question here is, I guess, why do we blog for our clients? So there's a great story, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard many times before, which is when Seth joined the Intrigue team, he went to Rob and he was like, Rob, we should be blogging. And Rob was like, blogging? What? Why should we be blogging? And Seth was like, it's really important for all these reasons. And Rob was not convinced, but Seth went ahead and blogged anyways, and now it's one of our biggest services that we provide to our clients. So that's sort of the story of blogging.
We wrote a blog post about MailChimp and tagged the email marketing in Kitchener, and Rob got a phone call from someone that said, I just read your blog on email marketing in Kitchener, found you guys on Google, and I'd like to work with you. And I was just like, that was the kicker.
Yeah.
I was convinced after that.
Certainly very convincing. So we'll talk about that a little bit. But to answer the question of why do we blog for our clients, there are many reasons. Some of which we'll explain here. But yeah, there really is no one clear reason. I'm just going to let Tim and Eric blow your minds for a little bit here. There's no one particular reason why blogging is so effective. There are a lot of reasons, and we will go into that as soon as we watch this GIF one more time. Okay, so the biggest reason is search engine optimization, and this is true for 100% of the blogs we write. Search engine optimization, SEO as it's more commonly known, is something we do for all of our blogs. It's a pretty complex process, and Seth has obviously talked about this a lot before, so I won't go into it. But you guys have all heard the story of the tree falling in the forest. If a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? If you blog and no one reads it, did it really happen? And the answer is yes, because the robots will read it. So yeah, that's the nice thing about blogging, is that unlike the philosophical problem of the tree falling in the forest, we have a really clear-cut answer to, if you blog, will somebody read it? Because the robots are always crawling the web and reading it, provided you submit the XML sitemap for your site properly, and they will store it on Google and help you get found. So when I was writing this or creating this presentation, I did a little search on why blog for your business. And the top hit was this HubSpot article. So if you don't know HubSpot, HubSpot's a really great resource for marketing and sort of web best practices. And so HubSpot actually had broken it down into 4 main reasons, which mirrored very nicely the ones that I'd come up with on my own. So their first reason was it helps drive traffic to your website. So they were sort of talking about SEO, pushing blogs out on social media, and using those as ways to funnel traffic back to your website. So this is sort of in line with the idea of search engine optimization being the most important thing for blogs. So the second thing is brand awareness and lead generation. So if you're doing, all blogs will have search engine optimization helping drive traffic. If you're doing a good job with your blogging, it will also create brand awareness and lead generation. And most of our blogs fall into this category, I would say the vast majority. So for brand awareness and lead generation, we have here just online awareness, so the blog as it exists on the website, people finding it through organic and paid search, and then people finding it through social media. I've got an example here of LinkedIn. And then as they read through the blog, they get to this nice little call to action. They can click the button, fill out a form, and that creates that lead generation for your business. So that's the first step. Or in HubSpot's terms, it helps convert traffic into leads. So the third sort of higher objective for blogging is thought leadership. And this one, I think we do a really good job of with our own blogs and for some of our clients, but it's something that we're still working towards. It's something that also applies more to specific industries. For example, if you provide an HVAC service, it's a little harder to be a thought leader in that area. If it's just a service you provide, you're not actually developing the products yourselves. So this applies to companies that are actually sort of leading their field with the products and services they offer. And the idea behind thought leadership is what's special about the way you do business. So with brand awareness and lead generation, what you're trying to do is you're trying to talk about what you do, create information, explain how you do it. But with thought leadership, you're going one step further and you're talking about what's special about the way that you do business. See here on our blog feed, we're talking a lot about leadership. We're talking about building trust here. So that's how we sort of provide that thought leadership. And just being really clear about our mission and our purpose in all the copywriting we're doing. So from HubSpot, it helps establish authority. So it's another way of talking about the same thing. So the last one is, and this is something that definitely happens over time, is blogs create longevity for your business. Blogging is kind of like a snowball effect. Once you publish one blog, it gets 100 views that first month. Then you publish another blog the second month. It also gets 100 views, maybe a little bit more. But then people are also going and reading your first blog. So it kind of builds momentum over time, and gradually you're at the top of Google for your specific niche that you're writing about, and everyone's finding you and always coming to your site because you're a thought leader on that as well. Longevity. So this is kind of a tortoise and the hare situation. That rabbit is not blogging, but you can see the tortoise definitely is. So he's gonna get across that finish line first because the rabbit's like, lead generation, I'm gonna run AdWords and it's gonna be great and I'm gonna get a whole bunch of business, but they're spending all their budget right off the bat. And what's more effective for them over a 2 or a 3 year period would be blogging consistently. And that's gonna get them traffic that is gonna stay on their site and not just happen when they're paying out for AdWords or paid ads. Cool.
You can't see Mabel who's off the screen because she's doing both AdWords and blogging.
Exactly, yeah. When you combine them all together, it creates the ultimate package. So from HubSpot, it helps drive long-term results. Cool, so that is my Blogging 101 presentation. Short and sweet.
Intrigue Media. Get noticed, get found.